We're doing some man stuff today. Stay tuned. Guys, we're back at the shop today, and I'm going to be doing a very important video for you, and that is how to do maintenance on your surface cleaner. A lot of you guys use this same surface cleaner as well, so this is going to be a really good one for you. And the reason why we're doing this, as you guys well know, we're getting ready to launch our new series on how to do a complete trailer build. It's going to be episodes 80 all the way through 90, and we're going to need this guy because this guy is going to be part of that build. And then the other thing is, in the next couple of days, I am going to be doing a video for you guys on a complete tune-up of a pressure washer. So you guys are going to get to see me, change out all the filters and oil and all of that good stuff, because we need to get that ready for the build. So the machine and this, and then also, if you guys have not yet watched the video previous to this one, where I put together this filter, right here, and then I also put together the downstream injector. Make sure you watch that video, guys, because that's all going to be part of the build, and I don't want to spend precious time during our series. Our series is going to be more focused on doing things like the plumbing, the bypass line, things of that nature. So anyway, the reason why I wanted to go over this one with you guys, because there's some things here with this pressure washer, this surface cleaner, that I'm 100% certain that you guys are gonna go, oh man, I did not know that. So let's get into it. I got two tips here, and by the way, guys, the link to this surface cleaner will be in the description below, okay? And also these tips, the tips that go underneath, okay, the pressure tips, they're also going to be in the link below. We go through about 3 or 4 of these every season on each surface cleaner. We have eight of these yellow surface cleaners. So make sure that you order, I would say, 6 to 12 of these for, so during the season you don't run out. Because remember, this is not a part that you're going to be able to pick up at your local Ace Hardware or something like that. So make sure you have plenty of these on hand, and like I said, it will be in the description below. So as we flip this guy over, here, guys, what you're gonna see is, of course you guys already know this, that this is the bar that we're looking at, right? You see this right here? Well, what you guys don't know, and this, by the way, is a 9/16 to be able to get this guy out of here. So what you guys don't know, and this is what's very important about this, is when you replace these, right? If you notice these tips, they have a line that cuts through the tip. Of course, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that really well on camera, but there's a line, and that line has to go parallel to the bar. So you see the line right here is parallel to the bar. If I put it like that, I'm creating like a cross, like a crisscross, and your surface cleaner is not going to work correctly. So you see here, this tip here in here, that line is parallel to the bar, and then the tip down here, this is also parallel to that. This is very important. I guarantee you no one's ever told you that, because if you don't pay attention, you just put it on there and you end up crisscrossing the lines like that, your surface cleaner is going to give you like some weird stripes, weird etchings when you get out there, and you're not going to really know why. So let's go ahead and take this off. Actually, before we take this off, guys, let me go ahead and use some Teflon tape on this. And again, if you guys really want to learn how to do that, I suggest you watch the previous video, because we did that. But anyway, I'll show you guys here again. Look how I clamp it down with my finger like that. You see how I hold that? And then you want to go about 3 to 5 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, it broke. That's fine. 4 is good enough. And then I just tighten it like that, so it's nice and snug. You see that? See how that looks right there? Nice and snug. So now let's do the other one. So, and again, I'm preparing all of this, guys, because in episode 90, we're going to take this rig out into the field. See that right there, guys? 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take this out into the field, And the goal is to have like a $1,500 to $2,000 day. Look at that. Nice, guys. Look at that. Nice. You see that? Okay. So now I just have to pay attention to that line right on the tip. Okay. So I got my 2 tips ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take this out. I just hold the bar like this at the bottom. And then I just go. Remember, see how easy that was, guys? Remember, you guys remember being taught this at school? Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Anyway, it's already loose. It's just going to come out with my hand. Look at that. And this one, I could see in there, it's clogged a little bit, so it's a good thing that I did this. And again, guys, you go through these tips, you know, we go through typically anywhere between 3 to 5 every season. So make sure that you guys have extra tips. Oh, this one's a little bit harder, guys. Oh, I'm gonna get it done. Kind of slipped away from me because it wasn't in there. Ah, there you go. There you go. So there you have it, guys. And then I make sure I see in there there's nothing clogging that one right there. Yep, there's nothing in there. Actually, you know what's in there? There's a little bit. You guys, if you don't have these Pics, they're very important. I've done episode on this before. This is how we change the O-rings inside of when you have that O-ring inside of your quick connects. You pick these up at Harbor Freight. You see that? The set. There's a little set of like 5 or 6, I want to say. Costs like $6 at Harbor Freight. Anyway, there's a little bit of the Teflon stuck on here, and I don't want that. Of course, that's not going to keep the thing from working, right? There you go. There you go. That's out. And there you go. You see that in there? You see that, guys? Look at that. Just a little piece of the Teflon that was in there, and I got it out with the pick. So there we have it. Those are the old ones. Now let's install these 2 new ones. Okay? And then at the very end, I'm going to show you guys how to grease this guy up. And again, guys, everything that you need for this, including the surface cleaner, is in the description below. You can pick it up at Amazon, okay? So I'm going to start with the top one right here. I go as far as I can with my hand, with my finger. Can't do it anymore. And then I am going to make sure that this is real snug in there. 1, 2. I'm almost there already. It's already getting kind of tight. So see, look, right here where it is, right here. I know you guys can't see that well on camera, but the line is going that way. You see how my bar is going this way? So that would be wrong. I have to make sure that my line here is parallel to my bar. So I'm going to keep going until the line matches the bar, which is still not there. Ooh, guys, that's perfect. Look at that. The line is perfect with the bar. Now let's do the other one. Okay? And guys, leave this in a comment section. Please, I beg you, leave this in a comment section. Did you guys know this trick or not? And be truthful. Be truthful, okay? All right, let me put this one on here. Okay? There you go. It's amazing what you learn in this business, right, guys? This is one of those business where you kind of just learn as you go. You guys got to remember, when I started Mr. Bubbles all those years ago, YouTube was not what it is today. Like, I mean, you guys have, you know, of course, the Mr. Bubbles channel is basically a trade school, right? But I didn't have that growing up, guys. And I don't have an uncle or a father or somebody that taught me the business. Like, everything that I know, I learned by goofing it up first. I learned through a process of elimination, a process of trial and error. Still kind of loose. Ooh, look at that, guys. Oh man, it's kind of tight already and it's snug, but I think I need to go one more. But it is parallel to the line. Now right there, and of course I know you guys are not going to be able to see this, but again, this is the same scenario here where the line on that tip is going this way like this. You see that? So you would have different forces here pushing against this one. That's not what I want. So I'm going to go another half a turn. Almost there. Oh, like 90. Oh, there you go. There you go. So this line is even with this line. Like, imagine if there's like a laser. These 2 lines would match exactly. Look at that, guys. Okay, now let's flip this guy over because the tips are done. Now we can flip this guy over, and we're going to grease this this surface cleaner together. Now, I'm going to put the link to the grease gun underneath as well. Guys, if you do not have a good grease gun, you got to make sure you pick up a good set of grease gun, because there's a lot of parts that you need to grease up, and this is one of them. Another one is in your swivels. Let me see if I have an old swivel here. Super swivel. There you go. You know, I have tons and tons of parts, guys. So anyway, this is one of my old super swivels that was on the hose reel. You see how there's that little barb right there? So that barb should be greased at least once a week. Once a week. Okay? And that's very important. And you know, at the end of my trailer series, I'm actually going to do an episode on like all the different maintenance stuff. A lot of you guys have been asking me that, but that is on my to-do list. And also, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you guys, I have not officially said this on the channel, I am doing a truck build as well. That's going to be episodes 110 to 120. I actually got a coaching client named Joe. You guys know that I am a mentor in the space, and one of my coaching clients, he bought everything that is on that list, on the list of stuff that is you know, the new starter kit. I'm sorry, the starter kit for new guys, like all the equipment that you need to be able to do a build. So anyway, he got all of that stuff, and I'm actually going to be putting his rig together for him. And he's leaving the truck, I guess, in the next 2 or 3 weeks or something. And I'm going to put that on camera for you guys. So I'm really excited about that, because this trailer build, doing a trailer build is slightly different than doing a truck build. Like, for example, you have to install the ladder rack, and there's minor differences. So, but the bottom line is, we're also gonna show you how to do a skid build as well. So, but here you go, guys. The grease gun. You see that right there? Right? Okay. Real simple. The grease tubes in here, it doesn't come like that, you know, it doesn't come together. So you just put the grease tube in there. I keep around here in the shop like 5 or 6 of these. And what you're going to do where that pin is right there, you're literally just going to stick this in here. See how this is all the way open like that? You're just going to stick that right on that barb. Of course, this is a little bit better being on the ground, but I'm doing it this way so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So I squeeze. 1, 2. That's enough right there, guys, because it's already starting to come out right here. All right. So there you have it, guys. And then you can see here. You guys can see here and here. All of that is grease right there, guys. You see that? I don't know if you can see that really well, but man, look at this, guys. I mean, this thing is humming. Look at that. Ooh, it's ready to go, guys. It's ready to go. You see all that grease right there? You got to make sure that you grease these every 2 weeks, okay? Or else what's going to happen is this spindle right here is going to break down on you. This spindle right here will break down on you, and this thing will not work anymore. So, and then the final thing that we're going to do here, and this is something that I do every week. I'm not going to go super crazy with this because I don't want to get this stuff all over my tools. But I get this stuff at, you can pick this up anywhere, any hardware store. I happen to get it at 𝐂𝐿. But this is for brake pads. This is called Blaster. You see that right there? God, this is awesome for taking away like rust. And these caster wheels, as they're called, they get a lot of grime, a lot of dirt and sand in them. So once a week, what I'll do is, like usually on Monday, I'll just go ahead and put some of this in there. You see that? Look at that. It's already way better. Just with a little bit, it's already way better. Look at that. And I won't do all of them on camera for you guys because, like I said, I don't want to get this stuff all over my shop. I usually do it out there in the yard. But just a little bit like that. It does not take much. And again, guys, the reason why we're doing this maintenance stuff on our surface cleaner is because it's going to be part of our trailer build, right? Ooh, look at that, guys. Ooh. Man, look at that. Ready to go. And I'll do the other 2 off camera. But there you have it, guys. That's how you do maintenance on your surface cleaner. And again, I remind you guys, including the surface cleaner and the parts that you need to get this job done will be in the description below. Guys, I'm super excited about this this new series that we're going to be doing together. So hopefully you guys help me promote it and, you know, share it on Facebook and all of that stuff so we can push this information out into the universe. But thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bubbles out.